What's up, YouTube? My name is Angie. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if it is your first time. This is the week reading. This is for Monday through Friday, March 15th through Friday, March 19th. 15th through the 19th. Yes, gotta make sure, gotta look at the calendar. So let's hop right into this reading and see exactly what Spirit wants us to know for this week. Let's see what is happening. What do we need to know? This week, Monday, the 15th through Friday, March 19th, 2021. We need to know this coming week. What do we need to be aware of? What do we need to know this week? What are the messages for this week? Okay, let's see what else we've got. What are the messages for this week? Oh, I'm like throwing stuff. Okay. What do we need to know this week? What do we need to focus on? Okay, this one's coming out. Oh my goodness. What in the world do we have happening here? Okay, give me one more card. Oh, good Lord. I can't make this up, you guys. Seriously. Okay, we have all wands here. And everything is in reverse besides the Ace of Wands. Okay, so this is the last card. Okay. Let me tell you. So wands, we have a lot of fire here. Okay, a lot of fire, passion, inspiration, creativity, go, 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 go. But these things are in reverse. Okay, so it's either there's a lot of ideas that we have or we want to move forward with. But it's almost like there's like some delays here. Okay, there's some delays. Well, potential delay. This is a general readings, takes what resonates and leave the rest. But we have a lot of fire energy. So that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so lots of fire. Now I have the King of Wands here in reverse, which is the first card. I have the Magician in reverse. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. We have the Empress in reverse. We have a lot of yellow here. And then, like I said, the Ace of Wands. Okay. So the way that I'm really seeing this is Friday is the Ace of Wands, but I'm also seeing that the Ace of Wands is sort of like the last information, the sort of like piece to the puzzle. We need to understand that this week we might have like, okay, I'm feeling like anger, okay, or resentment or frustration, because that's sort of like fiery, and we have the King of Wands here in reverse. So that's sort of taking the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius sort of negative aspects and saying, hey, okay, you know what? There's a potential here that there might be some things going on this week that might really get us frustrated. Or we might be dealing with a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and maybe there's something going on with that person. Okay, now it is a king. Kings can also be queens, could be male or female. It is not set in stone. The you know, whether it's male or female. Okay, so this is just general reading, generally speaking, but it's almost as if like there's sort of just like some blockages, or there's just some anger, there's resentment, there's frustration. We're trying to get things moving. Like, what's happening? It's not coming together. You know, things are sort of like, how, like, I thought that I had a plan. Maybe this, you know what, listen, if you thought you had a plan, that's great. We can always have a plan, but the universe has their own plan. Okay. So now we have the Magician in reverse. Okay. So the Magician is all about manifestation. Okay. Oh, let me tell you, yesterday for me was a magical day. Okay. And I literally manifested a card rack holder. I know. What, Ange? A card rack holder? Yeah, a card rack holder. Because guess what? They're expensive. Okay, like an actual storefront card, you know, spinny, you know, thing. Okay, that you see like in Hallmark stores, or you go to, the card spinny things. You know what I mean. I'm not gonna spend time and energy on it. Okay. So I've been needing one of those because I've been wanting to sell postcards in this storefront down in Old Town Cottonwood. And I'm like, well, how am I going to do that? Because my whole space is filled with art. So I'm like, I need to get a card rack. That's what I've been told down there. I was told that when I first moved in, listen, you need a card rack. You got to do this. You got to do that because this is what sells down here. Okay, well, I didn't listen. And now that I've finally come to the idea that that's what I need to do, now all the bits and all the sort of little pieces are kind of sort of coming in together. Okay. And I literally was like, just the idea, I need to check Facebook Marketplace and see, because these card racks are like $100. I don't want to spend $100 plus shipping on a damn card rack. Okay. It's a lot of money. So here I go. Facebook Marketplace, bing. Guess what? The very first picture was exactly what I needed. It was white. It was tall. And even though the sizes of the spaces on the card rack were a little bit bigger than what I want to use it for, I thought, okay, well, you know what? Maybe this card rack isn't meant to hold the postcards. It's meant to hold the artwork to free up the space for postcards. So $25, I went the same day. I picked this thing up. I cleaned it up. I'm like, it's perfect. It's perfect. My artwork fits on there. Perfect. Okay. So listen, when it comes to manifestation, you can bring things into your field, into your awareness like that. Now, I had thought about that card rack for a while. It was something that had been on my mind. I'm like, I just need something cheap, something that'll work in some way, shape, or form, and the universe delivered. I just heard, look at Facebook Marketplace before you spend $100 on Amazon. Same day, I looked it up. The good guy was available. I went over there, $25. Signed, sealed, even put it in my car for me. Okay, so listen, okay? So this is saying, listen, maybe there's some delays in this situation. Maybe we're dealing with a possible negative situation, or we're feeling negative emotions, but we need to understand that we can turn these things around. Okay. We don't have to live here. We don't have to stay here. Okay. So this is really saying, listen, you have the ability at any point in time to change and turn these things around. Let's bring positivity in. Let's bring a solution to this challenge or this circumstance or whatever this is, this frustration. Okay. Whatever this is. Okay. Just turn this around. Remember, you are co-creating constantly with spirit, with your thoughts. Even if you don't know that you are constantly co-creating, you are. Okay, so this is saying, listen, take control. You have the ability to bring in solutions, to claim what is yours, to bring in what it is that you really want into your life. Okay, now moving forward, we have the Eight of Wands here. So the Eight of Wands is all about ideas, forward movement, forward motion, inspiration. So with this being in reverse, there could be a possibility of things really actually not like going forward. We might be having ideas internally, but this could also be delays in flying, delays in forward motion, delays in getting inspiration, or like, well, what am I going to do here? Well, what about this situation? Okay, well, now I need to internalize this, and now I need to come up with a new or different solution because this isn't going to work. This isn't going to be able to move forward the way that I thought it was going to. Now, this could also be delay in travel. Okay, if we're going to look at this on a day, this would end up being Wednesday. Okay, so St. Patrick's Day. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. To be continued on that, I guess, right? So, because usually with the Eight of Wands, this is usually potential for, movement, flying, traveling, but it's also about new creative ideas, getting things off the ground, real fast forward movement or motion, or like I said, flying. Okay. So like travel, movement, any of that. But with this being in the reverse, this is saying, delay. Okay. So, interesting there. I don't necessarily know. I mean, I'm not one to give travel advice, but what the card is saying essentially is like, listen, this week we may have to figure out a different way of travel. You might have to drive versus fly. Okay. So, whatever you got to do, you got to do. If it's like a mandatory thing for work or whatever, or something like that. But I'm really feeling like there's delays here. There's delays in motion or movement outside of ourselves, which might be where the frustration is. But also with the Empress in reverse, we have the Empress, who's like the mothering, nurturing energy. Okay, so there's the potential here that what this is saying in reverse is that we really need to allow to give ourselves the nurturing that we need, and to be the mother that we need to ourselves, okay? Versus, you know, giving and being nurturing to other people. It's almost like, oh, you know, this week is sort of like frustrating, maybe a little bit of anger here. We're like, well, what the hell? I didn't want to create this situation or whatever this is. We need to flip this around. There's some delays happening that we really just need to take care of ourselves, okay? But listen, okay? Coming to the end of the week, if that's what you would like to call this, if I'm going by days, we have that Ace of Wands, okay? Ace of Wands is saying, listen, you know what? Potentially you've got delays and anger and frustration, and you're like, well, what the hell? How come this isn't working out? This isn't the way I intended it to. This isn't the way that I manifested it, okay? Take care of yourself. Understand delays happen for a reason. There might be a delay. Maybe something gets pushed back. And it's all sort of part of the process. There's always a reason. Now, I could look at this as father and mother energy as well. Normally the King of Wands is not like considered father energy, but it's interesting the way that I'm looking at them, because the Empress has so much yellow here. It's almost as if she could be like the Queen of Wands, even though she's not. Usually the father energy would be the Emperor. But I'm sort of seeing like that dynamic of masculine and feminine energy. So it's almost like these are in reverse. Okay, well, they are all in reverse. Okay, so this just be aware of that, because this is a general reading. Like I said, I always say take what resonates, leave the rest. There might be some sort of delays or something forward movement from frustration with some dynamics concerning nurturing or being nurtured, nurturing yourself, or like maybe some mother issues coming up this week. We're sort of like internalizing that, or there's a potential here for like, how do I want to say this? Maybe we're just really, really, really needing to almost like calm and oh, how do I want to say this? Like, we need to nurture and mother ourselves concerning, or maybe we need to understand that, you know, what's happening here, not to take it too personally. I feel, I don't know where that's coming from. But I almost feel as if it's like, okay, we need to nurture ourselves concerning around the idea of this possible person of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this could also be the way that we're feeling, okay? So it's negative aspects of the fire sign, any fire sign, okay? And like I said, that's sort of like fire. I mean, hello, it's a raging, you know? So, you know, very passionate, but in a negative way. Okay. So, there could be some delays here. But like I said, at the end of the week, we have this Ace of Wands. This is really saying, listen, you know, I think we're understanding, we're sort of getting through some sort of frustration or dynamic that is understanding that there's a reason why we created this, okay? Or that this needed to come up and delays needed to happen in order for you to internalize these things, for you to take care of yourself concerning this potential, I don't want to say like negative feeling or negative emotion, but it's all fire, you know? And so it's like saying, okay, well, you know, there's just some frustrations here, okay? And with the frustration, you know, listen, you know, everything doesn't happen the way that we intended to, okay? So there's delays, frustrations, and, you know, just know that everything is happening and working out for your most highest and best good. At the end of the week, This is saying, you know what? Okay, I got through it. And now I have a new beginning. And now I have the new forward momentum. And now I have a new way or a new passion about something else, because now I've gotten through this. And now it's opening up for something else. Okay, is essentially what's happening here. Or this is saying, yo, even though you're experiencing something or internally, or dealing with someone of a resentment or frustration or these sort of negative emotions of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, the fire signs, this is you coming out on the other end of saying, you know what, I mastered this situation, and now now we're moving on with the knowledge and internalizing these things that have been delayed and moved around and changed and shifted and all this. It's like you've harnessed that and you've made it through, and now you have that new beginning of moving forward with that energy. Okay, and this is all about, this could be a spiritual new beginning. This could be creative new ideas, inspirations, moving forward with passion in your heart, and having passion for whatever this is that is new. This is a new beginning. It's almost like we're ending and we're closing something that has been really delayed for a really long time. That's kind of really pissed us off, that we're like, well, what the hell? This is some bullshit. Okay, why has this been happening? You really got to take care of yourself with the Empress. It's delayed. It's stopped. It's delayed. You're on the runway. Listen, but you know what? It's almost like, sort of like I want to say closure, which is sort of interesting. There's a potential for closure here. There's potential for closure here. That's all I'm going to say. I thought there was going to be more, but there really isn't. So I'm going to pull some oracle cards, see what other information, what else do we need to know about this week? Is there any other information concerning this reading about this week that we need to know? Okay, this card is hanging out. Oh, enlightenment. Okay, this is beautiful. Okay, because wands are all about our spiritual process as well. Okay, so we could be spiritually internalizing, different concepts, different ways. What is resonating with us? Maybe we're frustrated about our spiritual journey, spiritual awakening, dark night of the soul. It's like you're trying to understand intention or manifestation, or there's a manifestation that you didn't even really understand that you brought into your world, into your life for a reason. And you're like, well, this is crazy. Now I've got all these delays. I didn't intend these delays. Nurture yourself, forget about it, move on, do what you got to do. Take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. You're on a journey. You're learning something here. Okay. You're on a journey. Okay. We're always on a journey. We're always on a new, our journey of life is always about cycles. So it's like we're always on, we're learning certain lessons and going through certain cycles and things that we came here to experience. Okay, so with this Ace of Wands, this is really saying, listen, you really are, the ship is sailing. You are sailing down a new path. Okay, so if this is closure for you, this is absolutely great. Okay, I almost feel like the delay is for a reason. Give me some, is there any more information we need to know about this coming week? Any more information about this week? What do we need to know? Top. All right, interesting. Opportunity in reverse. So this is really saying, listen, the delay here, I really feel like the delay here of what's happening, the delay in this is really possibly sorry, hold on. Okay, I'm feeling like this has nothing to do with the delay. I don't know why I was going down that road. Understand and know in your heart that this week you might be, there's a possible opportunity with this Ace of Wands, with this new beginning, okay, that you're passionate inspiration about, okay, that you're moving towards, that your soul wants you to move towards. Don't block yourself from this opportunity, because this is in reverse. So this is saying, listen, you need to allow yourself to explore this opportunity. Don't shut this door. Just because there's delays and sort of negative emotions, internalizing these feelings, delays, maybe this is really of you going inward and really figuring out what you want, you know, and it's sort of like potential mother figure giving you their opinions, but this is like you needing to choose what you need to do for yourself in order to move forward with your inspirations. This is sort of goes in a different way. In a different way, this is the same as the sign sessions week reading, but it's in its own form. Okay, so we have this new beginning of passion, inspiration, new ideas. Our boat is sailing. We're leaving. We're gaining momentum. We are moving forward or towards an opportunity, but don't allow yourself. Like, I feel like you need to explore this opportunity. Okay, there's like resistance here to the opportunity because it's in reverse. So it's really saying, hey, pay attention to that opportunity, okay? Is there any last words or any last things we need to focus on? Miracles. Listen, everything happens for a reason, okay? So this is really, really, really an opportunity for you that you really need to take. This is saying, listen, you know, when you listen and you follow and you open your mind or your awareness to the signs and the synchronicities and the information and the omens that is guiding you, or the people that are in your life that are giving you a message, or you're listening to something that is like, whoa, this is very profound. This means something to me in my life, okay? Miracles, like things that we don't necessarily think can happen regardless of what you may think or perceive. Okay, there's always, where there's will, there is a way, and the universe is going to give you what is meant for you in your life at the particular divine timing in which it is meant for you. Miracles happen every single day. Okay, so this is a reminder of this, a reminder to allow your soul to have the opportunity to expand and do what your heart feels and what I want to say set out to okay, this is like super bizarre. Okay, I'm seeing like a lasso, okay? Like it's like you're wanting to pull this dream or this miracle close to you. And it's like you can at any point in time set out to achieve and to reel that in. That's literally what happens. The universe, when you're in alignment with things, okay? Things just fall into your lap. It happens so seamlessly and easily. And so allow the miracles to, allow the blessings to come. Allow the miracles and the blessings to come to you in your life. Okay? I'm going to leave it there, my beautiful people. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments, all that good stuff. If you would like a private reading from me, I would love to do that for you. You can check me out at livingbyspirit.com. Or also, if you're interested in a piece of vortex jewelry or personal crystal necklace jewelry, I would love to do that for you. I've been so blessed with so many inquiries and just being able to create some beautiful, beautiful personalized pieces for people in the vortexes of Sedona, Arizona. And I just want to say thank you to all of you, those who've ordered their necklaces, who've received their necklaces, and who supported me, but also have allowed me to make something that could help them along their spiritual journey. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your love and your support. And much love and light always to every single one of you. Namaste. Bye for now.